Welcome to the weeblounge. I am Nick, and in this character spotlight, we have another edition of Yui. This is the New Year's edition, a very elegant edition, and in this one, she's supporting, she's healing, she's pretty much doing what she usually does. Now, pretty much all the New Year's Edition characters are worth their while, at least the ones that you roll on the gachas. The other ones I'll get into later, but not so much. Now, Yui's always, for the most part, a good support character, except for her Princess Edition, which just nukes the hell out of everything. But this character, well, she offers some buffs that are a little bit more unique than usual. Let's go ahead and get into them. Skill number 1, Weakness Pedal. I think I got that right. Reduces the physical and magic attack power of the second enemy from the front. Okay, that's a little odd, and it kind of sort of sounds arena-oriented, you know, like a character behind the tank or something like that. That is a little on the odd side, but that's all right. Skill number 2, Blooming Cheers. Greatly increase the magic attack power of all allies that perform magic attacks. Basically, if they have a skill or a union burst that's going to do a magic offensive attack, they'll get a buff. And it's one of those that the restriction really don't matter that much if you think about it. Some support characters, you know, their buffs and everything scale accordingly, but not all that many of them actually. EX skill, well, if you couldn't guess, increases magic attack power, and if you happen to have her at 5 stars, it greatly increases her magic power even more. Now, her Union Burst is the one that's a little different. Most of the time, you're thinking Yui, okay, heal. Still kind of does, but what this one does, it's the Sunrise Protection. It gives all allies a physical and magic damage protection barrier, a significant one, and also a heal over time. But there is a side effect of this one. It reduces Yui's magic attack power by 90%. Well, the thing is, by the time she comes around normally with another Union Burst, chances are that debuff's gone. She's not doing damage, period. She's not there to do damage. So really, overall, the magic attack power debuff is who cares? For the most part, who cares, right? It's almost a non-issue. Now, she does not have a 6-star, but recently she did get some equipment. It is the Akatsuki's Blossom Staff. Did I get that right? Blossom Staff? Something like that. It upgrades the first skill number 1, the Weakness Pedal, so that it also reduces magic defense and slows their technique point gain. So, you know, instead of their normal attacks or whatever else, it's a debuff to keep them from charging so quick. And with the magic defense down, that kind of helps the other DPS and everything kind of do what they got to do, right? Now, this character, you think a lot of this sounds like it should be arena-oriented, but in all actuality, you don't see her there much. Like, ever. I don't know what the deal is. She's a character I definitely want to experiment with, but unfortunately, my copy of her is a little on the meh side. I don't have her maxed out. But when I take her in here to get this spear, I'm going to take a little bit of help with her. Kuka, get in there, and since you're magic and that's magic and it's all magic, hopefully this actually works. Alright. So you would think that this would be good in an arena, and there's a way to make her work in the arena, but it's kind of like, you know, you're going up against a specific fight, so you'll throw her in so that the second character from the back gets, you know, those debuffs and everything. That's the only time that she's any kind of real significance or whatever. Now, in terms of PvE and boss battles and everything, she actually has a much better place. Right here, this little barrier that she's going to put up has the added benefit that it's a really good shield, it's a powerful shield, and if it happens to absorb all the damage where nobody gets hit, if there's any kind of negative effect that comes with it, like a TP drain or a stun or something along those lines, if it doesn't do damage, then it doesn't affect your characters. And this is why she's, you know, an S tier type support character, because there are some fights where that really comes in handy. Now, in terms of your average everyday use, you can throw her into, you know, just about any kind of group or whatever, and magic group anyways, and she'll do her job. She'll do just fine. She's an above average support, but she's a good character, but she shines in specifics. All right. Now, of any of the New Year's characters that you roll for, Yui's pretty high up there, but you know, if you're comparing New Year's Kokoro, New Year's Carol, and New Year's Yui, Yui is third on the list. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. She's still a really good character. A really good character. But apparently Kuka and her combined can't kill mushrooms. Is it just me, or is that taking a really long time to get through? Oh, I forgot Kuka doesn't attack all that much either, does she? She likes to dance around and get smacked. Good thing Yui's there as a healer, I guess. That's wrong. You're wrong, Kuka. You're always wrong. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. So yeah, when this character shows up over on Global for you guys, and I believe it's the very first New Year's banner, so like you basically got a year to go from the date this video goes up. Yeah, it's all good. It's going to be a good character to get. New Year's Carol and the other ones, definitely roll on those banners. You're going to want this character. When she first comes out, she's a lot more useful and a lot more desired than what she is currently on JP. You know, she's an older character on JP. There's other things and other characters and other group makeups that you can do nowadays where you don't necessarily need her in there. But it's not like she ends up being worthless. She's still a really good character. And I actually really like it. And eventually we're going to get... We have the support Yuis, right? We got the healer Yuis. We have one offensive Yui. I'm kind of wondering if they'll ever do like a tank Yui. That'll be weird. Kokoro's got a tank version. That's the New Year's Kokoro version. So I wouldn't put them past giving Yui one, but I wonder how they would do that. Anyways, New Year's Yui. It's a really good character to get. She has her place. She can help in arena in specific fights. She will help in the arena, I mean, not the arena, but clan battles and other types of boss fights in specific instances. You'll find out that she's actually invaluable in some of those instances, but outside of that, about average. I hate saying that about Yui. I kind of feel down saying Yui average, but yeah, that's what this version of her is. We'll see you in the next video.